morning, folks. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I am doing another John Michael Montgomery song. It's been a little bit since I've done a couple of Johns, but it's been a little bit. No Man's Land, requested by Plano Jag. So Plano Jag, shout out to you, my friend. So let's jump into it. Let's see what JMM has for us. Yeah, I used to get Michael Martin Murphy confused with John Michael Montgomery just because the structures of their names are similar, even with the M's. All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't know the song. It's a reaction.
That house on the hill, it's long gone. Now she's living in a trailer with an AstroTurf lawn. Got 3 little kids and no one to help. Trying to be mama and daddy all by herself. It's hard to hold down the fort when you're holding down a job. She'd rob Peter to pay Paul, but he's already been robbed. She gets the food on the table, close off the lines. She'd break down and cry, but she doesn't have time. She's gotta be strong. Life goes on, though it's nothing like she had planned. She's gonna be okay, gonna find a way, living in no man's land.
Nice play on words.
Every now and then, late at night, she thinks of how it would feel to hold someone tight. There's a guy down at work, he keeps calling her up, but she ain't ready for none of that stuff. She's still sifting through the ashes of her love that's been and gone, looking for a clue, trying to find out what went wrong. It ain't always easy, but she knows she's gotta try. Every time she looks into her baby's eyes, she's gotta be strong. Life goes on, though it's nothing like she had planned. She's gonna be okay, gonna find a way, living in no man's land. She's gotta be strong, life goes on, though it's nothing like she had planned. She's gonna be okay, gonna find a way, living in no man's land, no man's land.
Yeah. That's that's life. That's what just comes to mind. It's like life doesn't go as we would otherwise script it. But what we will commonly forget are when things went really well when we hadn't scripted that either. When things go poorly, like in the case of a divorce, or in her case, I mean, she got 3 kids in a trailer on AstroTurf or something, and she doesn't have a guy, and of course she thinks about being what it would be like to be held by a guy. At night you think of those things, and anybody who's been divorced knows what that's like, or in a breakup knows what that's like, but she's not ready for it, and that's smart. I know, folks, the temptation when you've gone through a bad breakup, and especially in the case of marriage, where you're getting divorced, there is a long period of time before that divorce is finalized where it's loveless. There's no support or encouragement like you used to get when you first were married, and maybe in the middle years, depending on how long the deterioration took or when it started. That now you feel free. The divorce papers aren't finalized yet, or maybe they just were finalized or recently, but now you meet somebody who sees good in you, and you hadn't had that for so long that you're easy prey. Not that they're preying on you, but you're vulnerable is a better way of putting it. And I like where she said, I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. And that's fair. And when you have three little kids, it sounds like it's a big task for someone else to take on. And there's the risk too. Like some guy calls her in this song, the guy from work is calling her, but she's not ready. But she also knows when you get divorced or when you have a bad breakup, you know that could happen again, and you don't want that again. And the risks are higher when you've got three kids. You know, that, oh, maybe I'll get invested in a relationship again, and a year later or 6 months later or 5 years later, it too will fall apart. So I need to take more time to figure my own issues out. And, you know, a woman who's got three young kids, it's a tough one. You know, it's a tough one to have a guy who will stay in there with you and raise those kids with you. You don't get a lot of sleep. So, all right, Plano Jag, I'll rate this song. And the instrumentation was simple. The premise of the song was simple. But I mean, the one point is, you know, to me, I took out of it, just wait. You know, that was the premier point in this song is when you're ready, you got to be ready to be in another relationship. But life doesn't go the way you want it to, but handle it the best you can to minimize the likelihood of bad outcomes moving forward. So, all right, the number that popped into my head was an 8.8. Yeah, I mean, that was just a nice song. Nothing over the top whatsoever. And John can sing a ballad with the best. He's just so listenable. And there it is. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.